Hi, hello. Perhaps you are someone like me who always has a lot on his mind and wants to express these thoughts and opinions and ideas out because, of course, having these emotions in your head and all these words that are jumbled in the skull isn't always the smartest thing to do, right? To have. Because after some time, you realize, oh, I feel so exhausted. I feel so bogged down. I need to get rid of these thoughts. And I want to do so in a way that, I can always look back at it. But maybe you're a student like me or a worker who, after a long day, just doesn't want to write in a journal, right? How do you express these thoughts and opinions in the same way, but without having to physically write? And to that, I say video journals. And that's what I've been doing. And that's what I'm here to showcase my experience with. And perhaps you can use it on your own daily life. So, after maybe a couple months of having video journals, I would say that, for one, of course, it's an easy way for you to sit back and relax in a chair and a couch when you've come home after a long and hard day, and to just talk, sit with your thoughts, play with your thoughts, really just slow down. And then two, I've noticed that talking to myself, although, at first it may feel a little stupid, sitting in a room talking to yourself, who wants to do that? But after some time, I've noticed that it really pushes your self-confidence and it pushes your esteem and your intonation of voice. And you really truly find that person that perhaps you didn't really know at the very start of your journey. And, you can listen back, of course, to your starting point to really see how far you've come because it's a video. You can access it on your phone, on your laptop, wherever you go, before the shower, in the shower, before sleeping. Maybe you fall asleep to it. I don't know. But it's been a way for me to not only keep track of these thoughts, but then also improve upon my verbal skills. Because as a student, we're often, and maybe if you're not a student, perhaps you're just a worker. You're in the workforce, and you go to the office and you do your tasks and then you come back, right? Or you're a student where you sit in a classroom, you listen to a lecture, and then go to the library to study. You're not always practicing that type of speaking, 24/7. Maybe you have a few group projects where you can sit with other people and, I guess, really talk. Or you're in a social setting where you're with your friends, but it's not really the same because you're not sitting with your thoughts. You're not marinating in the commas and in the pauses and in the reflection points that you truly, really need to be in to understand where you are at that point in time. And I've seen self-improvement in mental and emotional well-being, and also physically with how I speak, with how I carry myself, and with the ways in which I feel when I have to talk in a public setting, right? So there's all these benefits to keeping a video journal, and yeah, hopefully you'll try it and tell me what you think, because I truly believe it's an untapped and underrated way of keeping these expressions and opinions and ideas and emotions and feelings and all that in this safe space for you.